Hey y'all, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of Crown and Collards. This is episode number 93. I am host number one. Um, you know what? Nah, fuck it. It's host number 8, y'all. Kirk Cousins in the house. That's right. I'm causing chaos. It's motherfucking Kirk Cousins. More chaos than the wind down in Baltimore today. But fuck it. We won. I ain't really do shit, but I ain't need to do shit today. Kiss my ass.
Hello, Kirk Cousins.
What's happening?
So you just pushed the end out the way and said, fuck it. And just crashed the Crown and Collards studio today. You even
That's my song. That's my song for Dan.
That's you even got his sound effects, I see. Well,
who is this in the studio with me? Introduce yourself, partner.
Hello, y'all. I am Jeremy, aka Black Dante, aka Confucius, aka Durag Jesus, aka my Atlanta Falcons are 4-1, and that's all I got. That's all I got.
Don't nobody care about the AtlantaFalcons.com/nigga this Kirk Cousins. What's up?
Kirk Cousins, that's something I would expect from my co-host.
Sorry, what?
That is something I would expect from my co-host, Kirk Cousins.
Niggas don't care about the AtlantaFalcons.com/this is Kirk Cousins holla .index.html. How can I help you today?
Niggas. You should have never gave Dan a new computer, dog. Do you goddamn sound effects? You should have never gave Dan a new computer, bro. We should have never gave Dan a new computer. Any damn way.
Yes.
Any damn way.
Yes, this is me, Kirk Cousins, starting quarterback for the 3-2 Washington racial slurs.
And you didn't do a goddamn thing today, Kirk.
I sort of fuck didn't, boy. But you know, sometimes you get an A+ on a group project without even showing up.
Any damn way. Nobody cares about the Washington racial slurs right now, Kirk Cousins. I'll get to you in a minute.
Hey, but, man, come on. Hey, all right. You're right.
Anyway, like I said, I don't know how the fuck, but my Falcons are 4-1, and that's really all I got. Hey, I really got nothing. Like,
you don't even want to talk about your own goddamn team. Get on with the questions already.
Nigga. Look, nigga, this ain't a democracy, okay? It's only a democracy when Dan is here. This ain't no damn democracy when Kirk Cousins here. This is I'm going talking. You gonna answer these damn questions. Look, you getting paid all that damn money by Dan Snyder to not do a damn thing. You can do not a damn thing on this show, Kirk Cousins.
I did throw a touchdown, and I didn't throw that bitch to Deshaun Jackson, little ugly ass.
Hey, Kirk Cousins.
What?
So, you gonna answer these questions, then I need Dan back, because I can't do a whole damn show with your ass.
Why you can't?
Because you're you.
Why you can't?
I can deal with Dan. I can't deal with Kirk Cousins. Not doing a whole show.
Now, see, the people ain't gonna like this.
You right, because they've show been asking for you, but again, it's my show and Dan's show, not the Kirk Cousins show. All right.
Well, it's me, Kirk Cousins. I even introduced the show today. So
you should. Somewhere Dan is being light-skinned Jermaine to somebody DMs at currently. Correct. All right, so he who is Kirk Cousins.
Come on.
Who is the most We're gonna get in your business. Who is the most hated person on the Washington racial slurs?
Me?
Next question.
They hate me
Who?
more than they hate Josh Norman even. Ain't that a bitch? And he got
Oh,
hurt today.
that
Like,
pew pew.
I want my
Yeah,
teammates to feel better, obviously.
he who is Kirk Cousins.
Yeah,
About how,
they hate
who
me.
is who is the who is the who is the one that makes the nastiest mac and cheese on the Washington racial slurs?
Nastiest mac and cheese on the Washington racial slurs. Next question. Next question.
He who is Kirk Cousins. About how many times does Jay Gruden call Josh Norman a nigger?
You know, if I answered that question, both of them would get really mad at me. So 50.
He who is Kirk Cousins.
Yes.
Who is the worst Madden player on the Washington racial slurs?
Worst Madden player, probably Matt Jones, because he always try to run the ball with himself. Selfish ass.
He who is Kirk Cousins.
Knowing he ain't that good.
He who is Kirk Cousins. Have you paid attention to anything that your former teammate Robert Griffin III has gone through with the Cleveland Browns?
You just answered your own question with the last two words in it. Next question.
He who is Kirk Cousins.
Hmm?
Has anyone in your locker room contemplated protesting the national anthem in solidarity with Colin Kaepernick?
Yeah, me.
Somehow I don't believe you, Kirk Cousins.
Why?
I'm just for some reason I don't see you.
Why? Why?
I don't
Why?
see you protesting the national anthem, Kirk Cousins. For
Oh,
some
you
reason,
don't?
I don't know why. Just something in me about you. Something in me says you will go for justice. Getting a little too hot, Kirk Cousins?
It's not getting too hot. It's getting too wrong. You know who I am. It is me, Kirk Cousins. I am Kirk Cousins. I'm the starting quarterback of the Washington racial slurs.
Kirk Cousins, do you think you all will win the division with the Cowboys and Dak Prescott playing wonderful football?
Wonderful football. He's a rookie. No. What? No.
Kirk Cousins, he who is Kirk Cousins. Do you think that the Cowboys should keep going with Dak Prescott or go with Tony Romo, thereby slightly giving you all a better chance to take the division once again?
I mean, they say a man should never lose his job to injury, but I mean, Tony Romo has sucked for like the last 3 years. So why would you want him to be your quarterback even?
Kirk Cousins, who is the better quarterback right now, you
Me?
or Tony Romo?
Me? What kind of question is that? I think I was going to say Tony Romo? What the fuck?
He who is Kirk Cousins.
No, serious. What the fuck kind of question is that?
I mean, Kirk Cousins. I mean, you won the division, but I mean, let's be real, Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, let's be real.
Let's be real.
Let's be real. Let's be real.
Kirk, please. Next question.
I'm the best quarterback in the NFC East right now. Let's be real. You gonna take Eli and T Manning? No. You gonna take Carson Wentz? No.
Carson Wentz.
You gonna take Dak Prescott over me?
And what is your nickname, Kirk Cousins? He who is Kirk Cousins.
It's me, K. Cuz. What you mean?
You know the fuck. All right. Okay. All right. He who is Kirk Cousins. Who is the most annoying person on the Washington racial slurs? The person in the locker room that y'all just want to whoop his ass every day.
Well, the good ladies on the Gridiron Gals who speculated about this, And they are absolutely right to point out that Pierre Garçon is an annoying ass little dude.
Is it because his last name was Garcon?
It's because he an annoying ass little dude. His last name could be Williams. Fuck.
All right, Kirk Cousins. This is the last question, and this is the most pressing question probably of them all.
Hell, it is. I'm done answering questions. I say I'm done answering questions.
This is the last question, Kirk Cousins. But which is the better movie? Bad Boys or Bad Boys 2?
Come on. Everybody knows the answer to this question is Bad Boys 2.
Okay, Kirk Cousins.
Everybody knows.
Okay. All right. You might could stick around a little bit more, Kirk Cousins. Thank you for this interview, Kirk. He who is Kirk Cousins.
You're right, man. It's always good to be here. You heard? I feel like I'm at home on this show. Meet K
We
Cub,
we, we appreciate you
aka K
taking your
Dot,
time.
aka number 8.
We appreciate you.
Theismann.
We appreciate you. He who is Kirk Cousins. Could you
What
please
y'all
bring?
do? You motherfuckers better appreciate me.
Could you please bring back my co-host?
Yeah, I got a victory to go celebrate, so I'm out of here. Peace. All right, y'all. That was Kirk Cousins sitting in for me right fast. It's your boy Dan, aka Jamarcus, aka man, let's just get going on with the show already. What's that? And how y'all doing?
My co-host, ladies and gentlemen. My co-host. All right. I suppose we should get into this. Brother
Yeah,
Daniel.
we got plenty of shit to talk about, bro. What you want to start with? You want to start with the
Let's start with the good shit.
let's start with the album. Yeah, let's start with that album that came out. Let's start with the Solange joint.
So if you didn't know, if you've been under a rock, Solange released an incredibly black album, which is A Seat at the Table. Now, I had to go to fucking Starbucks to use their Wi-Fi to get it because before we get to Solange, can I just rant about TNT and why there's some ugly ass bitches? Can I rant about that
You really want to do that right now? Sure, go ahead.
quick?
The reason the
If
show is
you
delayed by a week.
the reason this show is delayed by a week is because AT&T is being a bald head ass bitch with this motherfucking power outage that's in our area allegedly. Now look, I'm not a technician. I am not saying it's not work to repair a power outage or a system error or something in the grid. I'm not saying that at all. But bitch, it's been almost 3 weeks. I ain't had internet at home for almost 3 weeks. What if my aunt just happened to decide to run a business and she worked from home? She'll be ass the fuck out. Wouldn't be no goddamn business. I ain't even, nigga, I'm trying to move at least by the beginning of next year. My nigga, I can't fucking apartment search in my own goddamn place without no goddamn internet. And look, I'm on limited data with Verizon. This shit ain't fucking free. Look, if you are trying to use the internet service provider, I implore you, do not use AT and fucking T. That shit stands for AT and fucking terrible. The shit is trash.
AT and trifling.
And terrible and trash. That's what ATT stands for. And terrible and trash. This shit is rocks. 3 motherfucking weeks. You know it's so bad when you call in to complain about something and you don't even get a representative. You just get the automated service off rip. It's that bad. And they know it. They know it because allegedly it's out in our area and at least 4, 6, 5, 7, however many other customers are doing the same thing. Okay, cool. Granted, fair. So if it's more than just us calling, wouldn't it seem like some kind of incentive to try to get the shit fixed so you don't lose customers? Because it's not like y'all don't want people to be y'all customers, be y'all patrons, because you want that money. You would think with the money being the motive, you would try to get the incentive to have the shit fixed. It's been almost 3 goddamn weeks. And that is why Crown of Collards has been delayed. Also, while we're recording on a Sunday, because Dan has been out getting them checks, which I ain't mad. Keep getting checks, boy. So unless they change Dan's schedule, we're gonna be recording on Sundays from now on. And that's why Crown of Collards has been delayed a week. But the point being, AT&T is trash. But thankfully, due to the mercy of Starbucks, I was able to use their Wi-Fi and download Solange's album. And let me tell you something. Her and Beyonce hit us with a 1-2 combo of black as fuck albums.
Yes.
Like, Solange, she got a song on the album called Fubu. Nigga.
And you know, it's the kind of thing where maybe a couple years ago we might have laughed and said, "Why should name the song Fubu?" Niggas don't wear Fubu no more. Ain't nobody repping.
Nobody
But
repping
then,
Fubu.
because
we don't say that like niggas didn't crack jokes on Fubu.
but then you listen to the shit, and it blends with the rest of the album, obviously, and
Easily.
you realize shit. Like them initials do mean something. This is for us. This is about us. Like getting back to blackness
by us.
and getting this thing on the move again. Because it's been a real awakening in our community. Which, I mean, if you're not on board with that shit, you can just get the fuck. Stop listening to this show. Stop listening to CSPN, and go find your exit though quick. Because
go listen to Umar Johnson.
Don't even listen to that nigga. Don't listen to nothing. Like reduce your life to listening to nothing ever at no time for no reason. You don't deserve.
They don't even deserve to listen to Ask JJ Fish.
Hey, that new song he got is fucking heat on the slick.
Not even gonna look it up to see because it's Ask JJ Fish, but okay.
Oh, Jesus peace. Anyway.
but anyway, yeah, like, and what's fucked up is like I listened to it like I was at Starbucks for a good little minute for like damn near 3 hours, catching up on downloading my damn podcast and just apartment searching. Which, by the way, if y'all know any niggas that's leasing, hashtag is y'all niggas leasing. Please direct your attention to my ad or my DMs if you got a hookup. Namaste. But like listening to the whole thing, like it's just it touches every emotion that I feel black America, and at least the black community as far as social media goes. I feel like it hit every range of emotion we've been experiencing really since Trayvon Martin got killed, if we're being honest. Like her one song, Weary, like if Weary isn't a testament to the movement and black consciousness or whatever, if that shit ain't a testament, I don't know what is.
Bruh, like Weary is fire. Obviously, Don't Touch My Hair is another one
which
that
is a black, what resonates especially with black women.
yes, like leave our shit alone. Yeah, it's fly as fuck. Let it be, and admire from afar and get the fuck. I love that shit. Straight up.
Don't invade my personal space.
And let me just get this out the way right now, real quick. I was surprised / impressed / like low key amazed that on Mad, Lil Wayne came with, I'm not gonna say he came with like fire bars and all this other shit, but
it was pretty good.
He was coherent, he was thoughtful, it was insightful, and it is it is what I like to see more of from
from
Wayne.
Lil Wayne. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Also, almost unrelated, but his verse on that damn Key to the Streets remix, Flames. Continue.
Yes, yeah, because let's not lose focus here. Um,
Yes.
so then, like I said, you get into Mad, which had the perfect prelude beforehand, like about how Matthew Knowles was always pissed that how slow people was moving to integrate and to stop doing all this dumb racist shit. Um,
With his trifling ass, but continue.
you know, I'm
I
lukewarm
mean, it's
on him.
Matthew. We
I
can't
mean,
not never say that he trifling. I mean, not that it's the point, but I mean, come on.
yeah, he took their careers in directions they didn't necessarily want it to go, and they did what they had to do, and separated. I'm sure it's still a healthy love and respect there, but separated, and now they doing their own thing, and they making this black as fuck music.
Yes, Black is another thing that I love like the cadence of the album.
Hmm.
Like it really has like a nice pace to it. That's another thing I admire. Like Solange didn't try to like she didn't try to be her sister. You know what I mean? And which she's never really done. But just saying like because of course it was great, but but of course there was some chatter and niggas being dumb. I'm not even using that solely for men. That's gender neutral. There were people being obtuse and comparing her to her sister, and it's like one, why? Two, they're their own artists. Like Solange has always had her own style, her own sound, her own pace.
Her own lane, her
Beyonce,
own everything.
her own, and Beyonce has evolved over the years to what we know her to be today. So it's like one, there's no need to compare the two. Two,
You can't
like
even really do it. I mean, it's like trying to compare Tina Marie and Mariah Carey. Like, I mean,
it's
they
just
they they
pointless,
both they both Creole, but I mean, fuck no. Like,
right?
you,
Like it's no need to compare the two. Like just enjoy the music.
right?
Like that's
Like,
really it. Just enjoy the music, and then like I saw some Solange fans that have like been down with her for since forever. It's kind of like in the NFL or in sports period. Those fans that's been fans like since like day one of you know least or of less popular teams and franchises, and then when they get they get their shine, then they kind of like go off on the quote unquote bandwagon fans, where it's like,
hmm.
don't you want your franchise to have more exposure and bring more notoriety to it? Like people don't like people can't be like, oh hey, this is cool. Let me enjoy this. Like
I mean, it's a critical mass point because then you got the fake outs and the wannabe downs and shit. But no, I like generally I'm picking up what you're saying. But I saw this shit
right,
happen. I saw this shit happen on Saints Report, and yeah, like the signal to noise ratio there is trash, and I had to leave because it's like all these new fans and shit, and people started joining because it was the cool thing to do and shit like that. And yeah, now it's fuck all that. Like I barely even read the shit now. But you feel what I'm trying to say. Anyway,
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
back to the album though. Man, I expressed surprise at Lil Wayne. Somebody who didn't surprise me was Master P.
Yeah, now Master P was surprising. Like that just signifies how black this album was. My nigga, she had Master P on the shit. And like
Right.
the interludes themselves, like in the preludes, they were dope as fuck too. Like
Dope
they
and
damn
necessary as fuck.
and necessary as fuck, and like damn near could be songs on their own.
Well, I mean, I could see where, maybe like alternately somebody might have released just the music and then done like a second like a deluxe version where like the interludes were all held separate and played in sequence. But almost every interlude blended into the next song or blended out of the song before it and then into the next song.
Which
So
again, that's what I'm saying. Like I love the cadence of the album.
mm,
I love
You got the break of the you got the break of the spoken parts in between the music, and people, Slate wrote an article saying, "Oh, the album doesn't have a message, and that's why it's so powerful." And it was like, people took that a little too literally, I would say. But I think what it was trying to say, and again, the headline was terrible for this, but Solange struck this balance between saying what she had to say, because like Cranes in the Sky, obviously very autobiographical.
My nigga, I love that. I love Cranes in the Sky.
Such a good song.
Yes.
Um, you know, where do we go? Don't wish me well. Obviously, all songs that she has that are very personal, but
Yes.
they're all very, you know,
Relatable.
relatable, and they're all kind of soft songs. Like they're not very like bombastic in your face. Like don't wish me well. You can play that shit on repeat going to sleep. Like you know, shit. And then what was the one? Where do we go? I mean, like it starts strong and then it eases off. Like it becomes an easier listening song. And I think I think that's the sound of R&B in 2016. Um, I don't remember any trap snares on this album, which is cool. Um, but no, it's this was the shot in the arm that Black created R&B needed. I didn't need trap soul. Let me just get that out the way now. I didn't. I mean,
That has its place, but that ain't what we needed.
I guess yeah. It's something to hear a guy, basically make a whole bunch of songs, basically saying "love me even though I'm trash."
To be
Um,
honest, if we're being real. Which kind of like we always say, music is a reflection of society, and I mean, I mean,
yeah, but
yeah,
you know. Anyway,
because that
fuck
could be
all
a
of it.
whole nother conversation for another day.
I think we've. I just feel like on a top side of 30 are gonna like really push R&B back to the shit we knew and loved, and I'm super here for it. I'm super ready for it, and like it's time.
Yeah, we had enough of Chris Brown and Trey Songz sing rapping. We can
Yeah,
bring it.
like
We can bring it back.
and
So no pun
I
intended.
would argue any of that at all was too much, but yeah, like that's exactly it. Like it ain't doing nothing for nobody. I mean, well, I shouldn't say
It
nobody,
it, it,
but
it has a demographic.
yeah,
However, it ain't
but
us.
but yeah, I was gonna say the rest of us, the 10% of us with sense, like, come on,
You know
nah.
what's crazy about this shit though? You know what's crazy about this shit? Like it's not even that it ain't for us because it can work, but it's not done effectively. It's not done right. And like I'm not saying I'm an expert on like how to make trap soul or rap singing right or perfect or whatever, but like there's no you could tell like it's no real thought put behind it. Like it's no real skill to it because it can work, but it's just like niggas just get in the booth and just say what the fuck ever, and then it just sticks and just put some auto tune, Ice JJ Fish, croons over it, and it's a hit. Like, nah, nigga, nah, this can work, but you can't do it half-ass. Like it's like why Drake's so popular? Like he knows this shit. He can half-ass this shit, and it's gonna sell. Like that's
Yeah, that's and I remember listening to Jenkins and Jones views quickly, and they were like, it just sounded like 20 tracks of the same track, basically.
to be right, exactly. Like like I ain't even listened to the album, and I don't plan to, and I'm still gonna get these jokes off. But like,
Yeah, I played it
also,
for a fair last night, but like, no, I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it,
like on a serious shit, like just the shit that I've heard, like it's basically like 20 tracks of Drake saying how trash he is, but the girl should still love him while he out trying to be a hoe. And don't you be a hoe while I'm out trying to be a hoe. Like that's basically it.
yeah,
Like I don't need 20 songs of that nigga sounding like a shot squirrel to for that to be my trap R&B. Like no, I don't need that.
you say like a shot squirrel.
Yeah, did I lie?
You know what? Let's wrap this segment up real quick. Top three favorite songs from Solange's new joint, which is again, like I said, the best way to describe it is it's the perfect shot in the arm for Black community as a whole. I know people again, who criticize it just for crazy reasons, like, oh, it don't have a club bang on it, or is this really like from her? And I'm like, yo, she hasn't put an album out in years,
Right.
and
Which
to
is her
hear other,
prerogative.
to hear other people tell it, um, I seen her around New Orleans before I moved, and then other people I know who seen her around. She was just always just regular, not making herself bigger than the moment, and just chilling and being a regular ass person, just enjoying life and shit.
That's who she is. Like I
That's what
would
she's been.
I would love to just like hang out with her and Beyonce just for one day. Cause like they like they just like Beyonce, especially now, doesn't seem like that quote unquote robot that people perceived her to be while she was under Matthew's influence and shit. Like I think like it's Beyonce's she's gotten to that like magical point, like when like that magical black woman 30 peak or older peak where she's like she don't give a fuck and just letting it all hang out. And I think that and it reflects in her music, and I think that
Mhm.
is amazing. And like Solange is always, like you just said, this is who Solange has always been. So like them two together, I would just love to hang out with them just for like one day.
Yeah.
Cause it seemed like it would be so much fun. So much fun. But for top three, Cranes in the Sky, number one, easily.
Okay.
Fubu, and I'm gonna go with Don't Touch My Hair.
All right. Favorite interlude.
Mad.
Okay. So
The interlude from with Wayne, yes.
yeah, I
Yes.
think I think I got a whole other three, and this is rare. Like that we, but that's the power of this album again. Like everybody finds their way through it. So my number one is "Don't Wish Me Well." My number two is "Weary," and then my number three is "Don't You Wait." And then
And the,
favorite interlude. I can't decide between "Pedestals" and "No Limits." I like the story of P talking about how he watched the Avon lady in his neighborhood pop her trunk and sell her, her Avon stuff. And he was like, I'm gonna pop my trunk and I'm gonna sell my CDs and my tapes out of my trunk. Or either, when he's talking about, you want to talk about ordinary people, whether it's that you are officer or business owner or, president, whatever. Everybody got their everybody got they thing about them. Everybody got their vices and shit. So we shouldn't be putting people on no pedestal because ain't nobody perfect and the world ain't perfect. And
right.
so then he dropped the joint. He was like, ain't no rehab in the hood. You better rehab yourself. Like rehab ain't never been for us. I mean, it's starting to be now. Like we finally starting to get to the point where it's like we realizing, and that's gonna bring us right into our next topic, the importance of you know
Yes.
our health in all forms, including our mental health. And again, that's not something necessarily you go to rehab for. I mean, you go to a counselor, or, a psycho, whatever, or a therapist, and we drew this up like this, and not that I mentioned that as a favorite because of that, but it really is. It was refreshing hearing Master P talk about that so candidly.
Right.
Um,
Because this transitions to our next topic. Because also this week, Kid Cudi had a rather sharing and a very, very, very personal, obviously, post. Was it on Facebook or his Instagram?
I saw it on Facebook, but
Okay,
it might have been cross posted to both.
right. But
Niggas do that now.
either way, he shared that he has checked himself um into rehab. He's getting help because he has struggled with depression and mental health issues for God knows how long. He's never told anyone until now, and um, yeah, and ranging from just severe depression to suicidal thoughts. And it's great that Dan brought that up about P on the interlude and talking about that there's no rehab in the hood because that's not even just in the hood, quote unquote, but like just black people in general. Like we, like Dan said, it's starting to take a turn now. But overall, like black people, we have been so damaged throughout history, considering what has been done to us, where we it's a lot that has happened to us and has scarred us and damaged us and hurt us and really like permanently like mentally impeded us. And like we don't like it's still more or less taboo for you to go, especially in the South, to go to
Mm,
a black family saying, I have depression, I have mental issues, because most likely the first thing they're gonna tell you is, well, just go pray about it.
yeah.
Go to God. Like, no, because it's taboo. Like, because we think it's just
But
quote
they
unquote.
ask you, well, have you prayed about it? Have you gone to church? And it's like, not to cut you off, but I mean, it's like one of the most popular adages is faith without works is dead. So no, like yeah, sure, okay, we pray and we gather our center in a religious context, but like we still got to live in this world.
Right,
And a book that's thousands of years old, it's got some good, anecdotes and shit, but I mean, it don't solve everything on its own. It don't. And it's very reductive and it's borderline useless to tell somebody, oh, you pray about it. Because I mean, think about what prayer is. It's a lamentation to the higher being for a swing in your fate, basically.
right. Like this, and that's not saying faith in religion is a bad thing, but like my nigga, like
It ain't gonna do it alone.
it's not gonna do it alone. Like sometimes you need help. Like people, you need help. Sometimes you need more than just God or whatever deity that you worship. Which is your prerogative. Like it's so and I think one thing that as far as black people go is why we're so taboo to it is because, and I could be wrong, this is just me, but I think we've just been conditioned to like endure so much. Like
Mhm.
we've been conditioned to endure so much trauma, so much hurt, so much damage that's been done to us that we internalize so much to why we kind of damn ourselves, thinking that, oh shit, I might need help, but I have to be strong and I just have to like deal. Like I can't show any sign of weakness, and that's especially is prevalent in black men and black women too. You know, just us in general. But like,
And yeah,
go ahead.
there's that, but I think there's definitely like there's a factor of a difference between because I mean, what's the number one thing that a guy is told like at the first sign of displaying some kind of weakness? The number one thing.
That he's a bitch or some kind of derogatory, some kind of derivative of that.
Exactly. What's he told to do about it? What's the action that
Man
is?
up.
Thank you. And that don't even mean nothing, dog. When you break that don't even mean nothing, man. Like man up. Like what the like man ain't a verb and up, it's a direction, but fuck. Like I mean, if you down on yourself,
And
like
like
man up like that ain't gonna solve it. That ain't gonna.
now, what I will say is
What
like,
would help is, bro, like, if it's something I can do for you, I got you. If you just need to talk and you need to have somebody hear it out, I got you. I'm here. That's what helps.
each
Be,
one
be
teach one.
being affirmed in a moment, like, hey, like, yeah, what you're going through is kind of fucked up, whether it be that you just failed the test or that somebody broke up with you or whatever. Like, we all have moments where it's like, this is a time where me being upset is perfectly acceptable.
Yes.
It's a wholly valid thing for that to leave me feeling upset.
But like we're taught that, like we're taught like from the youngest, and again, especially being black, like we're taught that emotions is having emotions is a woman's thing. You know what I mean? Like we're told
Yeah.
that
We're
we're
told that
told
men are logical and women are emotional. And it's like,
right, and that is completely not true as fuck. But and we ain't even gonna get into the reasons that why it's untrue as fuck. But
yeah,
that shit is
let a man get his advances turned down. Let's just leave it at that. But yeah.
right, right, right. But But yeah, man, like I just it's something about, and I'm glad that Cuddy's getting the help he needs. Like you never go know what someone's going through, man. And I think and like people, like humans, like by nature, I think we're a bit well. By nature, I think we're selfish, and I think as we grow and evolve, as we age, we kind of unlearn that. But by nature, because like, and it's a societal thing. Like I don't think we're born selfish by nature. I think it's like taught conditioning, like society, like especially over here. Like I mean, look, this capitalistic society, every man for himself or every woman for herself trying to get that check, and I'm not, trying to be super woke and, tear down the establishment and none of that shit. But I think it's just fucked up that how we're societally taught, to just be like if someone's going through some shit, then the first thing we're saying was shit, I got my problems too. Well, yeah, but when you have your problems, I would think that, and if you would be like, damn, sometimes I would just need somebody to talk to or just somebody to just listen. You know what I mean? Like it's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad thing to want help or to say, hey, I'm going through shit. I need help. Like you will be surprised at what just listening to somebody, because I think that's another thing. Like sometimes when someone's going through stuff, and I'm gonna get to this myself, and as effective as a listener as I am, sometimes like if my friends are going through some things, I kind of want to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be, I want to fix it right away so they don't feel bad or they don't feel down anymore. And when I can't, it makes me feel bad, which is a little bit selfish in itself because it's like, the person, your friend is going through some shit. They already feel bad enough. It ain't about you and you feeling bad because you can't fix it. But sometimes we do that. I know I do. And I'm, it's just my nature. Like I want to be there for you, and I also want to fix what's wrong so you won't feel that way anymore. But you can't. But I think we
Right.
undervalue just the wonders of just listening and just reaffirmation and encouragement. And like, it's not a sin to get help. It's not a sin to be like, I need to check myself in because if I'm in a dark place right now, and I'm speaking from experience, to be quite honest, I'm in a dark place right now, and if it gets dark enough, I may not see the light ever again. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been there. So, and everybody handles trauma different. Everybody handles depression different. Everybody handles mental health differently. So, in trying to be basically a decent human being to other people, you just gotta try to navigate and see how they respond to your help. If you are trying to help, is the help that you're giving the right help for that person, and just do the best you can, because black mental health matters. Like we listen, especially dealing with like oppression, racism, police brutality for black women, dealing with misogyny, sexism, black LGBT people dealing with homophobia, transphobia, people disrespecting you because of your sexuality. Like black folks, we go through a whole hell of a lot of shit, and sometimes that shit hard to deal with. And sometimes just praying and God ain't gonna fix that shit. Sometimes you just need somebody to just hug you and say, you know what, I love you, and it's gonna be all right. You know what I mean?
Right.
And sometimes you need a professional to sit you down on a chair or however you get your professional help and just talk. Like just have somebody listen. write some shit down, like do something, because what you don't want is you going through depression and you going through some shit, and then you get to a dark place where you may not be here the next day. You know, nobody wants that. You know,
Right. Like, it's one of those things where, again, had that moment even on the show or episode where it's like, man, I'm really not feeling I need you to carry this week. Um, or sometimes why not even just say it, just do it, where it's like,
right?
maybe something's going on or something, and, maybe one of us is even preoccupied with some other shit that might be taking a toll on us, in our personal lives, what have you. And it's real important, man. And you pointed out, about being a good listener and shit. And a lot of people say that they are good listeners, but hearing the words someone's saying and just using that kind of as brew to then speak, like it's like, yeah, I'm listening, but I'm really only listening so that I can speak again.
I gotta watch that.
Okay, I don't get the call back here and lock it up.
All right, I got it. That interruption brought to you by old people. Continue, Dan.
But yeah, no. So like that's an important thing. Like listen to people, and like I said, like you said, rather, some people just they listen and they want to just like create all the solutions to all of the problems and be like the superhero for the shit. And it's like, no, like I don't. That's not what I need. I just need to be heard and validated and told, hey, look, man, like whatever it is you need, I got you, and we gonna be all right. Trap phone, trap phone.
Trap relatives.
It's hey. I just heard somebody say, "Try my phone." So trap phone. Did a trap phone ringing outside. But no, on a serious tip though. Yeah, and I mean, that's something that I know, in male dynamics, like the tendency is to not talk a whole hell of a lot unless talking about some shit. Then it's like, all right, well, who could be the most dominant person on this conversation about Kobe Bryant being better than LeBron James, or who the best barbershop is in this best barber is in this barbershop, or who pulling the baddest chicks or what, like and yeah, like that bravado, man, that is gonna lead into the next topic as well.
Yeah. Toxic masculinity is a thing.
Yes. And yeah, then we get boisterous and rambunctious and loud and rowdy. But when it's like, yo, man, I'm in need of help, it's like boisterous, loud and rowdy, man, shut the fuck up, man up, stop being a bitch. And anyway, like I said, on both counts, man, all that stuff we gotta throw all that out.
It doesn't make
man. Be better versions of ourselves.
And it doesn't mean you still can't be a man and pay you. It doesn't make you less of a man to be like, hey, I got feelings. Sometimes I just need somebody to listen. And like, dog, I'm human. Like, that's another thing. Like, the impetus for us to be robots. You know what I mean? Because like we're not. Like we're human. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not robots. We're not, these somewhat higher level concentrated beings that are the end all be all. We're the protectors, we're the providers, but we're also robots. And like, nah, nigga, we human. Like we human. We fuck up. We get happy. We get sad. We laugh. We cry. Like we go through shit, and sometimes the shit is complicated and overbearing. And then this is one thing I will say, and then we'll move on to with influence to our next topic. Like, and I want the conversation, and I want us to talk about mental health, but I don't want us, because some of us do this, and I've seen it, where we'll be like, we're talking about Black mental health, and we're talking about Black men and how robotic we can or can't be on whatever. And then there are men who blame women for like being like man up and shit like men do, and it's like those two aren't in equity.
No.
Because on the what do you think women learn that shit from? Like we do that to each other, and where the hell you think that women pick that shit up from? They pick that shit up from us. You know, like we said because niggas will be like, women want you to man up until it's time for you to talk about feelings. Nigga, nigga. Under the guise of what society has said is a quote unquote real man, men set forth that standard. Women didn't do that.
Right. We did it to ourselves in
We
a
did it
sense.
to ourselves. So it's like
And
you're blaming the choir.
and the easy solution, and this is too much like right, man. Period. Like, I mean, you recognize a situation, and you can say this other thing, but you want to say like the status quo just to prove that you could dish it to people too. You could rib and you could this and that too. And it's like, no, man, don't like leave that shit out, man. Like, people we all got to find a way. That's you know that's the big message. We all got to find a way. So we might as well do what we can, at least try to make that a little easy on each other.
Correct.
So speaking of motherfuckers who seem to make a habit of talking out of turn, about some shit that is really crude and crass and vulgar.
Disclaimer: fuck this nigga. But continue.
Donald Trump apparently likes to grab women by their vaginas.
We are covering this, and also we are covering this moments away, well, like 30 minutes away before the second presidential debate. If you want to call it a debate, I call it a shit show because that's basically what it is. And I expect when we finish recording this and I catch the recap, I expect Twitter to be lit. Two, I expect there to be a whole bunch of pettiness and messiness because apparently it was leaked this week. I think Friday, Thursday, one of the damn two. In a conversation with Donald Trump in 2005 with Billy Bush, George Bush's son. Is it his second son or his third son?
I don't fucking know. That shit ain't important.
Whatever. I know he a Bush. It's irrelevant, but I thought, whatever. But he was recording. It was a conversation he had with Billy Bush's son, where this nigga Donald Trump said that he, if he wanted women, he could just go up and grab them by the pussy, and they like that because he's a star, and made very lewd remarks to a woman that he wanted that was already married. It's not surprising because it's Trump, but a couple of things. When I first saw the story and I heard the audio, it was like, one, not surprised that a sexist and a misogynist was being sexist and misogynistic.
Correct.
Two, Donald Trump sounds a lot like a lot of you niggas.
True.
So, what are you gonna do? It's like, it's damning, and the shit I found hilarious is that almost, I don't know, I'm not gonna say all, but a whole slew. We really got to get that sound effect, but a whole slew.
I like saying it, man. Fuck that, man. I am the sound effect. Goddamn it.
Hilarious, but a whole slew of Republicans have either backed out of supporting Trump outright or considering it, because I think it was reported that Chris Christie
It was at least 42 of them, according
at least, because somebody
to the concourse on Deadspin.com.
Yes, shout out Deadspin, who always does a great job. At least 42. I think his fucking VP, I think Pence, came out and said that he cannot endorse Trump's comments or whatever. And then I don't think Chris Christie is gonna be at the debate tonight. It's like watching the GOP shit itself is fucking delicious. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even honestly care about the debate at this point, because unless you're a fucking idiot, which sadly a lot of people in America are, but unless you're a fucking idiot, there's no way you're gonna vote for Trump over Hillary. There's no way you're probably gonna vote Republican over Democratic in your local elections. At this point, the shit is really just for all entertainment to get these jokes off. But watching the GOP shit itself is fucking hilarious on a lot of levels. One, because Trump has not said not nothing that you niggas don't already say all the time. He just saying it all at once and continues to say it and put his foot in his mouth. Cause then y'all just have a scandal like this at Fox News where this shit, where niggas basically being Trump over there. Don't y'all just have this shit? And ain't that like GOP Central, like the GOP hub? So it's like, the shit don't surprise me. the shit doesn't surprise me. What does surprise me, however, is that so many men, black men, are getting on Trump, and when it comes to another getting on this moral high horse, but when it comes to another person, a black man, who not only
I just want to say real
Donald
quick
Trump,
before we bring this motherfucker in, fuck, what was I gonna say? I had the shit on the tip of my tongue too. Oh yeah, this shit with all the like Republican leaders freaking out on about the shit that Donald Trump done now. I would be a lot more okay with it if it wasn't just them freaking out. Yeah, the motherfuckers who got sense and are realizing, man, this isn't what Republicanism is about. Because again, like once upon a time anyway, there was an ideal and what the two political parties stood for shit in different. But I mean, that shit is out the door. But no, these motherfuckers still want to vote for this nigga.
yeah, it's kind of like, and I hate to use this word.
Donald Trump, yeah, like it sucks that he might win, but he's the least of my worries. Look at what he's awakened. Like, look how many motherfuckers we are finding out are truly fucking despicable people as a result of their support for him.
Yeah, I mean,
they're frantic, fanatic, like crazy supporter. Not just yeah, that's what I'm gonna vote for, but like they are fucking like turned up to vote for this dude.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. All Donald Trump has done is reveal a sad truth of America, that we not that woke, we not that progressive, we not that inclusive, we not that we not that much better than, well, I mean, saying this with a grain of salt, obviously, but we're not that much better than a lot of other countries. Like, all Donald Trump has done is reveal a lot of America's dirty laundry. Like, we still have bigotry in this country. Obviously, we still racist. We still homophobic. We still anti-LGBT. We're still Islamophobic, xenophobic. Like, we not that nigga that we say we are. Cause like, there's no fucking way. There's no goddamn way you can go from Barack Obama to even the possibility of Donald Trump. Like, there's no way you could go from Barack Obama to the possibility of Trump and you not see that, okay, America, y'all ain't that woke. Like,
y'all niggas fucking up out here. You heard? Like,
y'all niggas fucking up out here. Like, there's no way you cannot see that correlation if you a motherfucker that got sense, or even if you like you're on the outside looking in or the inside looking in. Like, there's no fucking way. Like, my nigga, like the shit is insulting to Hillary that she has to put up with this motherfucker. And
yeah,
like I was watching the damn Broncos and Falcons game, and I saw a damn commercial for Trump. And it was the saddest shit I ever seen in my damn life. It was some shit about, they used the clip for Hillary saying why she up in the polls, and then it had somebody, I don't know if it was Trump or Pence or somebody talking about, you know, her emails and that she's the founder of ISIS. Like, think about that for a minute. The only real thing that they have on her is her emails, and that she and Barack Obama are quote unquote the founders of ISIS. That's enough for a good percentage. It's stupid, and that's enough for a good percentage of the population. Think about that. That shit is not only is scary, but it's also sad. Like, other countries got to be laughing at us.
Yeah. So you know, anyway, yeah, fuck that nigga, and you know, people who voting for this dude, man, and okay, so voting for him, and then also these people who are just straddling the fence. Like, how are you on the fence about this at this point? How?
Hey man, look, hey man. I mean, look, at this point, if you're gonna vote and you undecided at this point, bro, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. Like, even you know what, even the people that don't like Hillary for valid reasons aren't that far to the left. Like, you know, they're gonna undecided about them. Like,
I got this one.
like nigga. While me and Dan both were paused because we got a tip from our boss man at the same time. But yeah, while Dan handles our boss man. But like
Yeah, no,
nigga.
bring in the next topic. This is gonna be quick.
But yeah, so bringing in the next topic, what I was saying before now they are, you know, motherfuckers, black men, for the not all black men,
No.
this ain't y'all time. So if you do listen to us, and you don't like what we about to say, because you know me and Dan don't pull no punches when it comes to black men. So y'all can turn this off and talk about us or sort to us or whatever. We really don't give a shit. Your auntie like it, but and your uncle dap us up and give us pork chops at the family barbecue. But it's real funny to see so many black men get in line to shit on Trump as well. We should, because Trump is a horrible human being for this sexist and misogynistic shit he said. But he didn't say nothing that niggas don't already say in regards to women, one, period, and two, in defense of their boy, one, Nate Parker.
All right, so yeah, Nate Parker. So let's get this out.
Let's talk about it.
People whose opinions I trust, which seems to be
and
lost on,
value.
like that comment alone seems to get lost on people. But people whose opinions I value and trust say the movie sucked. Let's start there.
Yeah, let's start there. I've watched. I've seen several news articles and reviews that have talked about that the movie ain't all it was hyped up to be. And you know what? I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked in the least. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. One, not saying that the story of Nat Turner isn't important. Not saying that at all. Nobody has ever said that. If I'm to be quite honest, the most people were just saying is that this ain't the end all be all film that's gonna make white folks woke. And there are other black films that we could support with a clear conscience, or not clear conscience, or whatever the fuck, that we don't have to die on a hill for Nate Parker and Breath of a Nation when Nate Parker is a rapist. I'm not even gonna say fucking alleged, because at this fucking point, one, if his fucking transcript wasn't enough for you to say, we talked about this last week when we was on with Chris, my nigga, the mere fact that his homeboy got convicted, even though it was overturned or whatever, and he just did a little bit of time, the fact that he got convicted, but Nate didn't, because the judge said that because Nate and the victim had sex prior, he couldn't possibly commit a rape. That alone, like, and then on the transcript where he was kind of waving another guy in, that alone should be like, okay, you can even do, like I said last week, you can even do well by saying, I don't know. I'm not mad at that. If you just say, you just be like, you know what? I don't know. Maybe he did it. Maybe he did it. I don't know. I'm okay with that. Some people aren't, and that's their right, and I get why. But for me, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with you either saying, yeah, he's a rapist, or I don't know. I'm okay with that. What I'm not okay with is you saying that he's innocent, or that he didn't do it, or he was acquitted, when motherfucking George Zimmerman and every motherfucking officer that has committed police brutality and killed someone of color, when they get acquitted, you know good and goddamn well that don't mean they're innocent. But when it comes to this motherfucker, because you want to down a motherfucking hill for this nigga and this movie, when one, the movie ain't even historically motherfucking accurate by all accounts. You want to down a motherfucking hill for your rapist, just go see the motherfucking movie. That's what I and a lot of people had a problem with this whole fucking time. Most people don't give a shit if you went and saw that movie, to be quite fucking honest. Generally, most people don't give a shit. What people got annoyed with, and this poetic justice that the movie ain't that good and flopped at the fucking box office, mostly due to Nate Parker's own fault, because he went on this damn fuck you, I'm innocent tour on fucking with Anderson Cooper and fucking Steve Harvey, which if that was a misogynistic shit show, and then The Breakfast Club, again, another misogynistic shit show. That's what people had a problem with. You down on the hill for this nigga with these hotep ass arguments when all you could have just done was shut the fuck up and just went and saw the movie. But of course, it doesn't surprise me that the movie ain't that damn good. This motherfucker Nate and his homeboy added 2 rape scenes in the fucking movie that's not even historically accurate in Nat Turner's story. So it doesn't
didn't even need to fucking be there.
So it doesn't surprise me that they didn't do the Nat Turner story justice. It didn't surprise me that it didn't do well at the box office. Because here's the thing. What you're not gonna do for black folks with sense is guilt trip them into some shit and you not put out a good product. That's what you're not gonna do. Now niggas will down across and support whatever. But that shit better be good.
Future is proof of that. If you, yep.
Yes. If you gonna guilt trip me, and if I'm going down here for you, you better put out some good shit. And that ain't what the fuck Nate did by all accounts. And you know what? Good. That's good for him. That's what the fuck he get. I really don't care about him that much. Fuck him as far as I'm concerned. I feel bad for the people I feel bad for the people that had high hopes for him and the movie, but were let down. And I'm not talking about the people that were down on the hill and with these hotep ass defenses. I'm talking about people that legitimately wanted to see something good, had high hopes for him, and was like, either fuck him, but I'm still gonna see this movie because I have high hopes for it, or people saying, I don't know, I'm not arguing whether or not he's a rapist. I just want to see the movie. Those are the people I generally feel bad for, because you did the sensible thing. You just wanted to see a movie, and you wanted to see a good movie and a good story and a good representation of Nat Turner. Those are the people I feel bad for. The rest of these motherfuckers, fuck them. That's what they get, and that's exactly what Nate Parker get.
Yeah, I don't really have much to add to that shit, but I'm gonna try any damn way.
Oh, well, let's talk about it. We could talk about it. I got some shit to say. Some more
yeah,
shit
I
to say.
mean, like, I mean, I don't want to go too long, so we should probably wrap the show up soon. But yeah, like again, it's just real frustrating. Again, reading the discussion surrounding the shit in the build up to the movie, and people was like, "Oh, they just trying to tear a black man down." It's like, no, this is what comes with heightened visibility, beloved. First of all, secondly,
not
he is hosting these interviews and shit, and he's I'm taking all questions and da da da, and people gonna ask him about this shit because that's what comes with fame and celebrity and increased status. You get a little bit of good, you get a little bit of bad. It happens to everybody.
And then, not to cut you off, and just like just like with Bill Cosby, people, this is not the first time he's been asked about this shit. Like, there are people that have known about this shit. Like, he's been black famous, in certain circles where we know him, but everybody else, aka white people, don't know him. You know what I mean? So he's been asked about this shit before. It's been brought up before. It's just now that he's got more notoriety, like you said, more visibility. Now more people are in your audience, in your stratosphere. This shit gonna come up even more. That's what you get. And then, my nigga, this nigga turned down Oprah's advice. Nigga, you don't turn down Oprah. What the fuck? Nigga, if it's anybody that could have salvaged him, it would be Oprah. Nigga turned down Oprah. You deserve till you do right by me, nigga. You deserve everything. You deserve everything bad that happens to you if you turn down Oprah's advice, nigga. What the fuck, nigga? If there's anybody other than a light-skinned man in a Tyler Perry movie that could have saved him, it's Oprah, and he turned that down. The fuck? I don't have no sympathy, and this is why. Again, this is why the critique of black men, especially straight black men, this is why that shit holds true. That shit holds values, and it only pissed off people. Whenever it's said, I ain't even talking about Rod's tweet or Miller tweet. I'm talking Miller Machico's tweet. I'm just talking about people in general. Whenever you critique black men, it's only hit dogs that holler or try to derail with the, you start a gender war conversation, shit, because this is us. This is us. The defenses I've seen most vigor of Nate, black men, and Hotep queens too, but mostly black men. Like we just said, niggas, we believe in the system when it's somebody we want to support or when it's a black man. Because look, I know there's historical context that there was a time where all a white woman had to do was lie and say that a black man looked at me funny and he would be killed.
Yep.
Not dismissing that at all. That is a fact. That is a historical fact that there was a time where that could happen. Motherfucker, it's 2016. Them's ain't these times no more. And I know that was improper grammar, but fuck it. Y'all listen to this show. Y'all know I sound like a can of motor oil. Fuck it, deal with it. Them ain't them times, my nigga. It is 2016. It ain't the time where you can look at a white woman and somebody could get you killed. You know what could get you killed? The fucking police. If the police decide to say, hey, I'm gonna shoot a nigga today or shoot a black woman today, that's what gets you killed, my nigga. And we know that. We know this system don't give a fuck about us. But when it's a black man accused of some shit, all of a sudden, we believe in the system then. All of a sudden, it's not all black men then. You know what's funny? You know what's funny? Watching the fragility of black men is amazing. Because we never once ever, when we only care about generalizations when it's time to get white people out here. And I'm not saying we don't have to, because damn it, white people be fucking up, keep fucking up, have been fucking up for the remainder of time. When we're getting them the fuck out of here, we don't need to qualify with or not all. And you know what? The white folks that do get it, they don't say a goddamn thing because they know. They know. But when it comes to us, then all of a sudden we care about generalizations. Then all of a sudden it's like, okay, I get it, men, and not even a lot, because a lot of dudes don't even do this much and acknowledge the shit. Okay, I get it. Men historically have done fucked up shit, but it's not all. It's not even that most of the time. It's just a flat out not all, or who hurt you, or just because one black man hurt you doesn't mean all. Nobody literally said all, motherfucker. They said men. It's a generalization, something you don't care about when it's time to get white people the fuck out here. And also to that, when they're saying black men, you do realize that includes gay black men too. I rarely, if ever, see gay black men get upset at generalizations about black men because A, they're black men too. They count too. B, they know what's up. They know that they, not saying that because there are gay black men that legit hate black women too, and I ain't even gonna get into that because it's a few I know that just hide behind their sexuality, but that's another show for another day. But the point being, they don't say nothing because they know what's up. It's only us. It's only straight black men that we get in our feelings and we show our fragility, just like white folks, when it's time to say, hey, this is pretty hypocritical that you can see that George Zimmerman being acquitted doesn't make him innocent, but you saying that Nick Parker got acquitted and he's innocent and we should shut the fuck up talking about this shit. Telling someone they should shut the fuck up about their problems isn't solidarity. If anything, that's starting a bigger gender war than the gender war y'all say people start when they critique black men. You know, so it's just funny because and I'm just gonna say this and then we're gonna get out of here. Like I tweeted like this week that Nate Parker been George Zimmering it up, and he has. And some nigga with an Avid that looked like the damn cover of a mixtape you see at like Swan and Swifton or some shit. He damn said that it was somebody said this makes sense or this is confusing, and it's not that deep. George Zimmerman, since he got off killing Trayvon, has had multiple interviews. You know, this ain't even him, you know, seeking attention, which I mean he does, but like it's not like this motherfucker just, you know, wasn't on TV, wasn't having interviews that people didn't even, some of these interviews he didn't even seek. They came to him. Like he's had interviews being candid as fuck, being I'm innocent as fuck, being I got off as fuck, like bragging about killing Trayvon when that dude that when he was in a bar and that black dude cracked his fucking skull because he bragged about killing Trayvon. Like he has been very cavalier in the fact that he got off killing Trayvon. Nate Parker has been very cavalier, if not damn right, flat out arrogant about the fact that he got off, at the very least, conspiring to gang rape the victim that unfortunately killed herself and committed suicide. He's been very arrogant and cavalier. So the comparison and the similarities ain't that damn deep to get. It's not that deep. Both of them were acquitted of committing a horrible crime, which doesn't mean they are innocent because we know better. And they're very arrogant and cavalier. The comparison ain't that hard to get, but it's your privilege. It's you not wanting to see the very easy similarities between the criminal justice system and how race and gender and sexuality, all that shit is intertwined. Like it's not that deep. You just don't want to see it. Or you're willfully, or you're that dumb. Either way, this sad, it's pathetic, it's a whole bunch of negative words that I can't describe. But again, black male fragility. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, I was gonna say like y'all finished or y'all done? No. Like, I gotta hit the clock again. What are we doing here? No, but now to tie it all up, man. You know, again, we move through 4 topics fairly seamlessly, 4 subjects, and again, like I said, like I said at the top of the hour, there, I'm excited for the sea change that black women are gonna lead. You know, I hate saying older black women because like fuck, I'm in my 30s myself, and like 30 ain't old. I don't fucking feel old. Like, I might be, depending on how my mortality goes, I might have as many days in front of me as I got behind me. But, it's not old. Like 50, you might start knocking on that door, but like 30 ain't old. So like, these older, certainly women who've experienced some shit in life.
We'll say seasoned. Seasoned. That's what
Come
we'll
on.
go with. What? Seasoned isn't bad.
I like veteran more. People that's been through some shit in their life.
Okay, we'll go with veteran.
And yeah,
Veteran bays.
there we go. People who have been through some shit and seen some shit and really have ways to express it and to give it to the world, and not just musically, but in writing as well, and in speeches and in everything. And I feel like those of us who are gonna get on board, like most of us already are, but then like it's the rest of the motherfuckers who like that last chance is coming around the bend, and if you don't get on with this one, man, ain't gonna be no saving you.
Yeah. I mean, I really don't have high hopes of niggas, if we're being honest. I really don't. And maybe that's just me being cynical in what I see. And like people, it ain't even from what I just see on social media. Like people act like, I said it before and I said it again, niggas act like the only place sexism and misogyny exists and homophobia exists is on Twitter. Like, like niggas think that Twitter is like Fox News, when, Fox News doesn't believe that racism exists. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas believe that once people log off, niggas act like once women log off of Twitter or get off that app, like sexism doesn't exist, or that, you know, misogyny doesn't exist, or that assault doesn't exist. Like, niggas act like it's only on Twitter, which baffles the fuck out of me, because niggas don't have shit to say when, you know, motherfuckers are meeting up via Twitter or via social media, having parties and cookouts and events and shit. And that's, you know, and that's not throwing shade at all. Because, you know, obviously with corn and not safe for work events and shit supporting the network, that's not, you know, any shade or anything. That's just saying how, that's just again goes to how dense and obtuse niggas can be.
Niggas gonna nig. But
Niggas
no,
gonna be,
like I said, I mean, again, you know, plenty of people, I think a lot of people, you know, who I kind of keep in my core had good foundations and shit. And like, you know, it's just kind of uncovering some blind spots. But then also, you know, again, like, what's to say that they can't be that next group of people, man? We, you know, we talked about people all the time who listen to our show and feel heightened awareness on various issues and things. So,
yeah, which is
I mean,
always good. And then like,
it's
not to cut it out
possible.
there,
I mean, again, yeah, niggas gonna nig, but like, you know, what
it's
about the
possible.
rest of the folks who mean as well as possible, but just can't always, you know, who need the kick in the ass? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Because like, I think me and you are very well rounded and very, you know, enlightened, and like, we don't try to like shit on people, but we don't hold no punches either. And like, it's, you know, the very independent, but like if you expected me to like walk you through sexism and all these, if you thinking expecting me to like baby hold your hand like a baby through all these issues, you gonna have to pay me, bro. You gonna have to pay me. Look, I'm gonna tell you like it is, and like, if depending, like if you're obtuse or like you coming in like an ass, I'm gonna address it as such, and I'm gonna just tell you like what it is, and if you get it, fine, and if you don't, you don't. But like, if you genuinely like coming in trying to learn and unlearn, like I did, you know, then I'll work with you. But other than that, like, if I can sense that you really don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck either. Like, not all these Black Lives Matter.
Where's the XD?
Word to XD. Shout out. Speaking of, we gotta have XD back on the show.
Yeah, it's about time.
It is about
But
time.
speaking about time, that's enough Crown of Collars for 1 week. Sorry for the delay on this shit. We gonna get it together. We gonna get the schedule worked down. I think we got it, you know, now for the most part. But yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed. Check out our other lovely, wonderful shows on the network. Check out all of our wonderful Black voices and Black podcasting. You know, check around the timeline. Ask, you know, Podcast in Color if you need some recommendations, so on and so forth. Other than that, man, I got no parting words other than fuck Donald Trump. Jeremy?
My parting words is, as always, be a greater hoe, not a hater hoe.
All right, there we go. Good enough for me. Yes. All right. That's a wrap, y'all. Peace.
100.